A ton of people always ask me how I edit my photos. Well, this video is going to show you how I edit them with my presets and without my presets. And this is all done in Lightroom in Adobe program. So if you guys want to follow along, let's hop right into it. So at the moment, this is very blue. I like the road. The sky's a little blown out. But what I'm going to be doing at first is showing you guys my presets and then trying to recreate the presets for your needs, I guess. So let's go over to the presets I have, which is dark and moody, light moody, and warm moody. So dark moody is probably my favorite, and I always will use it because a lot of my photos are pretty dark vibes and just like an overall dark look. So yeah, that photo, you can see all three of those. I would definitely always go with the dark moody because it does take away from the highlights in the sky and it just makes everything look perfect. Let's hop on over to the next photo. So this is a little dark and it's a little blue. So when you go over to the Lightroom presets, I would either choose between the warm moody or the light moody. Probably more towards the warm moody just because it's a little blue and it makes it more orange. I would actually probably go into here and add a tiny bit more blue just because that is a little still too warm, and maybe brighten it up the tiniest bit. See, like, that's already perfect. Like, look at the before and after. It's totally different photo. Absolutely insane. Just changing the colors and the contrast and exposure just to photos just changes them completely. Hop over to the next one. Let's go to the one with me at the fire pit. Okay, so this one actually I think might be a little bit more difficult because it is extremely dark in here. Yeah, so it doesn't work completely. So that's the thing with presets as well. They don't always work 100% on how you want them to, but what you can do is kind of go over them all and see which one you would prefer. So I don't want that one. I don't think I want that one. I think this will be my best bet to go with. So my light moody one. But what I don't like is how it still looks a little purple around the edges. So I might actually just add a tiny bit of green. Oh, see, that little change that I just did there actually just helped. Most people won't notice things like that, but personally I do. What I like to do as well is I start in the middle and I just kind of mess around with the center where I'm focused. So like the fire, for example. So I just want to kind of make the fire pop more and make sure it's the center of the photo. So when you go to this photo, you're going to see this, and that's what you're focused on. Yeah, so if I back out now, there we go. So now already when you go before and after, totally different photo. I might, so I might have actually gone around this edge here and just made it a little darker and made the window a little darker just to give you more of like a, I guess like a gloomy day vibe where you're having a fire, not just you're not having a fire indoors on a bright sunny day, because that doesn't really make sense. Next photo over is just a photo of the rental car we had. So we go over to dark moody. No. Yeah. See, there's not too much of a difference between light moody here and warm moody here, but the warm moody is probably more in my favor, and this is where I add a lot of contrast. And then I'll probably make it a little warmer. There we go. See, little things I would just do to my photos, nothing too crazy. This photo, for example, I actually took it at 1/1600, or wait, 1600, sorry. And it is crazy because I can't remember what happened, but I was shooting in some type of format on my Sony camera, So right now it's at that, and then it's at ISO 800, which is insane to look at. It's wow. So what I'm going to be doing is just raising that exposure. And then putting a I have to put a preset on first, which I'm probably going to do warm moody. And then let's raise the exposure. See, that's very orange. So let's bring that down. Let's bring the purples up. Bring the highlight, oh, let's bring the highlights down actually. I thought I was going to bring them up. See, to me, that's crazy. Obviously, the before and after on this one's going to be wild because of that, but just look at that. Crazy. Okay, let's go back to the first photo. And this is where I'm going to kind of get more in depth on how to get the, I guess, the preset look. So right now, we're at the dark and moody preset on this. And let's kind of show you how I get here without the preset. Obviously, if you don't want to purchase the preset, then we will try to do our best, because this preset has taken me quite a while to perfect, so it's going to look a little different, but let's try it. Okay, so let's reset that. So pretty much what I do is when I first come into here, I just kind of mess around with the sliders. Yeah, okay. So I just go back and forth until I see like the photos start to form together. There we go. That's where the highlights are. I'm taking those all away because it looks a lot nicer. I don't want to take too much away from there. Because for example, if I go to the whites and just take that all away, it looks too flat. I want to add a little bit of like pop to the cloud still. Oh, that's excessive. Okay. So that looks good so far, but it still looks a little too blue. So we'll go into the temperature slider, raise that up a little bit. Okay, I like that so far. What happens if I do the greens? Nope. Let's do purples. Nope. What else should I do here? I might actually go into the saturation and take the greens down a little bit. And actually, no, the oranges. The oranges is where it's at. So a lot of my photos are either really green or more saturated greens. Oh, that's what I want to do as well. I want to take away the blues a tiny bit in the sky. Come over to here, add some, so this isn't a part of the preset, but this is what I like to do with a lot of my photos. I like to add the linear gradient thing. Kind of shine it across the photo, and then just add quite a bit there. That's probably a little too much. This photo needs to brighten up a little bit, actually. Okay, so this is the before and after. Okay, so this is the before and after. I really like this. I actually might like this better than the... I actually kind of like that better than the preset. Okay, I'm actually surprising myself here, so that's kind of cool. But wow, okay, so this is kind of what you get when you just mess around and you kind of just do what you want to do. If you guys wanted to kind of copy those settings, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, just pause the video, copy them on over to your photo. Your photo is going to be a little different depending on your settings, what your photo is of, what time of day, all that. So it's never going to be exact, but those are the kind of things that will help out. This is for more like, I guess, people photos. So let's go ahead and click reset on this. The one thing that really bugs me on this photo is I need to center, not center, but make this more, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. It was so crooked before, that was throwing me off. Okay, so let's brighten this up a bit. We definitely need to add some more oranges in here. Yeah, it's a little bit of highlights. Not too much contrast, just because it's already a dark photo. I do actually want to take away some shadows. Oh, is that not doing anything? Oh, sorry, I was going the wrong way. Yeah, let's take away some shadows. Take away a tiny bit of blacks. Still need to make it more orange. There we go. Just small things like this. And again, I love to add that the linear gradient, sorry. I keep forgetting what it's called. Okay, so this actually doesn't work too much in this because then the highlight comes up on here. So I am actually going to just remove that. Oh, sorry, not rename. Let's remove that. Do they not have a remove button? Oh, delete all masks. Why couldn't I find that? Okay, so that's pretty much the basics of what I've been doing, I guess. For example, I guess we can try out what I would do for this photo. Let's go reset, completely reset this photo, because it's pretty much gone, destroyed. And there's pretty much no coming back from here. What I did before in the preset is I took the exposure and brought it all the way back up. And the photo is great. Still pretty crystal clear. Well, not crystal clear, but obviously you can see a lot of the grain in here. But again, most people aren't going to notice that because it's, to me, it still looks like a pretty sharp photo. Let's just mess around with the sliders a little bit more. The main thing in photo editing is honestly just trial and error, messing around with your sliders. It's the colors that I'm obsessed with. Honestly, if like the lighting was like here to here, I don't really notice a huge difference. Well, obviously I do, but realistically, oh. Okay. I like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. So it's, your photos aren't always gone either. So if you think this photo isn't a good photo, you still have potential to make it a good photo by editing it. Like, it's never gone. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time and kind of watching this video. If you guys wanted to purchase my preset, the link will be down below, of course. The link will also be down below of all the camera gear I use, stuff like that. If you guys wanted to take a look at any of the camera equipment I use, what I use to film my YouTube videos, my mics, everything of the sorts. Links will all be down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, please do so. It helps me getting to my 4,000 watch hour goal that I am currently on the road to. So I'll see you guys in the next video.